Who came up with this project, Sato?
Well...
By the way, this was actually your idea, wasn't it?
What?
My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in the marketing department of Tokimeku Incorporated, an advertising and corporate consulting firm.
Hey, Sato. Hold on a second. Who came up with this project?
What?
You don't think this was your idea, do you?
Well, of course.
It was mine, right?
There it is again. I'm really reaching my limit with this.
From the looks of it, Sato, you really believe this is your project.
No, this project wasn't just your idea, Amano.
What? I contributed significantly. In that group, I gave the most input. And as the one in charge, it's only natural I lead the new project.
That's true, but I made contact with the talent. And my team came up with a tagline and some design concepts. So, what exactly did you do again?
Anyway, if you have something to say, first create a perfect project on your own.
Wait, are you serious?
But I will take full responsibility for it.
Then what's the point? It's just going in circles. In the end, Amano walked away without listening. Just because Amano added a few suggestions during the meeting, now he thinks the whole plan is his. A few days later, I was with Amano presenting our proposal to a client. Amano had boldly declared that he would handle today's presentation.
I see. So you want to create a signature product for my shop? And promote it on social media?
Yes. The idea is to highlight this product in our advertising.
This woman is Nagisa Saicho. She runs a small bakery called Tokimeki Pan. Nagisa has been struggling with declining sales. Today's proposal is focused on improving Tokimeki Pan's sales strategy.
That's the gist of our proposal. Do you have any questions?
Then may I have a moment?
Well, yes.
Could you explain the rationale behind reducing the store's operating hours and days?
The idea is to cut costs by reducing electricity and labor expenses.
But won't that also reduce the chance of making sales? Customers can only come when the shop is open. So fewer hours means fewer visitors, right?
Well, you see...
I see. That's enough. Another question. You suggest differentiating my bakery from others and using that in our ad slogan. What specific points of differentiation do you propose? I want to think about this too. So could you give me some examples?
For that, we suggest highlighting the unique qualities of Tokimeki Pan's products that other bakeries don't have.
So there aren't any specific examples of differentiation?
No, that's not.
Amano probably didn't do much research. Tokimeki Pan is a small privately owned bakery. Even if this proposal works, it's uncertain if it will lead to further business for us. Amano likely underestimated her because of this.
I'm sorry, but with so many unclear points in your explanation...
This is bad. At this rate... Wait, please! Allow me to answer the questions you raised.
Sato!
All right, go ahead.
First, regarding the reduced operating hours, the aim is to create a sense of urgency among customers.
A sense of urgency?
Yes, when hours are limited, it increases people's desire to buy. It's like how limited time offers work. We're applying the same concept to your store hours.
I see. That's the idea.
Next, for differentiating your bakery, how about introducing foods and wines that pair well with your bread?
Foods and wines?
Yes. Also, you could share ways to make the bread taste even better. The idea is to sell not just the bread, but also valuable information alongside it.
Information? That could indeed make more people want to try it.
As for the research on these ideas, Nagisa seemed satisfied with my explanations and started considering our proposal again.
I understand now. By the way, this proposal, it was really your idea, wasn't it?
What? That's not true, Saijo!
Oh, is that so? Because it seems to me.
I mean, Sato did contribute to this plan, but the base idea was mine. I used my ideas as the foundation for this proposal.
Then why couldn't you answer my question? There were quite a few questions about the core of your proposal.
Well, that's...
Nagisa is right. It's not fair for this plan to be credited to Amano. Amano, the main framework of this proposal was mine, right? It's true that everyone added their opinions, but you just added a bit to other people's ideas, didn't you?
What?
Just admit it!
Admit it?
Stop treating other people's proposals as if they were your own! This is my proposal!
Fine. If you're so confident, why don't we compare it to my idea?
Amano's idea?
Yes, that's right. I apologize to Tokimeki Pan. But I'd like you to hear my proposal before deciding on the contract.
What? The contract was almost finalized! So, the three of us decided to have another meeting to review the proposals. A few days later, Nagisa and I listened to Amano present his alternative plan.
A mobile sales method?
Yes, using a van with the store's name on it will serve as good advertising. And if people like the bread, it will increase foot traffic to the store.
Mobile sales might be a good idea, but where exactly do you plan to go?
Anywhere with a lot of foot traffic and where we can get permission should work. Train stations, schools, office districts, there are plenty of options.
So you haven't specified any particular locations yet?
Amano, shouldn't we have a more detailed plan? For example, we could create products targeted at students and sell them near schools, focusing on high schools and universities.
Isn't that something Tokimeki Pan should decide after we present the proposal? We don't need to finalize that here.
Even so, there are still other issues to consider.
What issues?
To succeed with mobile sales, we need to either avoid areas where competitors are already established, or offer something unique. If we're targeting lunchtime sales, we're not just competing with other bakeries, but also bento shops. How do you plan to differentiate from these competitors?
Well, that's something Saijo should figure out as the seller, right?
That's
not true! While Nagisa will make the final decisions, we need to present a more comprehensive proposal.
What?
Our job is to provide a solid foundation that our clients can build on. From what I've heard, it sounds like you're saying this track ends halfway, but trust us and hop on. That's irresponsible!
Irresponsible? No, Sato. Your approach might be seen as supportive, but it can also come off as underestimating the client.
What?
underestimating. What do you mean by that?
I purposely didn't delve too deeply into my proposal. If I did, it could overshadow what the client originally wanted. Even now, with Sato's differentiation suggestions, Saijo couldn't contribute her own ideas.
That's true.
I want Saijo to develop her own marketing skills. My proposal might seem incomplete, because I intended for Saijo to think through the next steps.
Of course I've thought about it. But isn't it your job at Tokimeki to...
There's no guarantee of 100% success in our work. Ultimately, you have the authority to make decisions based on our proposals. If there are any losses, it's Tokimeki Pan that will bear them. It would be presumptuous for us to dictate too much.
Nagisa, what will you decide on this matter? As Nagisa pondered which of our proposals to choose... Excuse me, Saijo. May I have a moment?
Huh?
Representative? What brings you here? Well, a problem has arisen in our marketing department recently. A problem? What kind of problem? I've heard that some employees have been passing off others' proposals as their own. It seems the person in question is you, Amano. I've received reports about this.
What? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The proposal you're presenting to Tokimeki Pan is based on Suzuki's idea from the marketing department, isn't it? I've heard this from other employees too.
That's a lie. It's all made up.
Actually, after I told Amano not to treat others' ideas as his own, it became a topic in our department. Other employees who had similar experiences started reporting this to the representative. So, Amano, you've been doing this to others too. No wonder this proposal has so many holes. According to Suzuki, this plan was originally for a small, privately owned burger shop, and it wasn't fully detailed yet. Wasn't it full of gaps?
Indeed. As I listened, I felt it was an ill-conceived plan.
Of course. The original creator of this proposal determined it needed more time, and it wasn't meant for Tokimeki Pan.
This is extremely disappointing. Were you repurposing a plan meant for another industry?
No, that's not it. Saijo. This is... I did use Suzuki's idea as a reference, but I adjusted it for your company. Sure, there might have been room for more detail, but you saw the potential in this proposal, didn't you? That's why you were considering it, isn't that right?
The proposal itself is attractive, but I can't honestly move forward with this contract anymore, given the lingering mistrust. Especially since you're not even trusted even within your own company, were handling it.
No. Why is this happening?
This is the result of your own actions, Amano. You brought this upon yourself.
What?
Amano, that's enough. Don't you have something more important to say to our client, Tokimeki Pan?
I deeply apologize for presenting such an incomplete proposal.
Following that, the mobile sales proposal Amano suggested was completed by its original creator, Suzuki. And Tokimeki Pan decided to consider both proposals again. Later, Amano was reassigned from his position as marketing manager. However, his disputes in the marketing department were known in his new position, leading him to feel isolated and eventually resign. Currently, he is job hunting, but it's not going well as potential employers are discovering the reasons for his resignation. Meanwhile, I have been visiting Tokimeki Pan regularly, as Nagisa decided to adopt my proposal.
Sato, our sales have significantly improved since last month, thanks to your help.
That's great! Your products were always appealing, so it's the natural outcome.
Ichi, would it be alright if I made some bread just for you next time? Personally?
For me?
Yes.
A few months later, Nagisa and I started dating. Thank you for watching until the end.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel